Welcome back to Daily News Live. It is time now for the editorial page, and we're going to head back to the hardwood. You know, if you haven't heard, because you're living under a rock, the Knicks have been an absolute disaster. Phil Jackson's finally out of town. Melo rumors are flying around. The focus is almost always on everything off the court. So because of this craziness, have the Knicks become an undesirable location for free agents?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, who has come here besides Carmelo, really? I mean, we know that back before they tried to get LeBron, that failed, and then they got the big guy Stoudemire. But other than that, I mean, Carmelo's the one guy you got to give him credit for because he's wanted to be here through everything that's gone wrong. But now this year, there's not a whole lot that they can do. I think they're better off not spending. But even a guy like Dion Waiters wanted no part of coming here. But I think they can change in a hurry with Jackson gone. If they start to show some progress, there's still a lot of love that NBA players love about New York, but not right now.
They love leaving.
Right.
Well,
that's true.
They love visiting, but not staying.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I think it's about your intentions. If you're trying to build your brand and you want to do things off the court and you're trying to be the next, I don't know, fashion designer, sure, come to New York. But if you're trying to win a championship in the next 5 years, you don't want to be in New York.
I don't even think, the brand building is strong as it used to be if you played it. Look at the stars of the NBA. Kevin Durant, major commercials. LeBron obviously played in Cleveland and Miami. It used to be where you came here because you were close to Madison Avenue. But this is such a global world that you can be playing in Sacramento if you're a great player and get endorsement deals, things like that. The fact about the dysfunction, I think it does steer people away. I mean, it goes way back to the constant change in regimes here. It's not just Phil Jackson. Before that, general managers come and go. There's no stability there, and that's a turnoff.
Now, do people, I hate to be devil's advocate here, but do they overestimate how great the New York Knicks are? I mean, they have missed the playoffs 10 times in the last 13 seasons, but people still feel as though the Knicks are this franchise that is supposed to always be on top, and to me it just doesn't seem that way.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. You still hear people, even guys in the NBA, call New York the Mecca. It hasn't been the Mecca.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, it
hasn't been the Mecca for a long time, but there is still a little bit of that aura, I think, in New York. And I do still think there's something about being in the Garden. It is a great atmosphere, just in terms of basketball atmosphere. And I think it will change eventually. I know Bob believes it never will, but I think with Jackson
proven right for a while.
Bob is optimistic, yeah.
I know. But listen, I think they can build around Porzingis, and I think they can really build something if they do it right. They get the right guy to do it this time.
I think players want to be a part of it because of the star power. When you look on the sidelines, you see the cast of SNL, you see Spike Lee, you see Chris Rock. So if you're not from a part of that vinyl, if you've never been a part of that culture, this can be attractive. It can give you something. But overall, Phil needed to go. He's gone, and I think more free agents should be welcome to or be willing to come here and hopefully trying to change this thing around.
Yeah, but the Garden's like a cake with just icing on it, with all the celebrities you mentioned. I mean, there's nothing inside of it. There's nothing to sink your teeth into. These guys are coming here and losing. Look at what Porzingis did.
You think that doesn't appeal, though, to play the average player?
Especially this millennial generation.
Yeah, this generation wants
I don't think look what Porzingis, when they look at, what do you think players think when they see Porzingis, who everybody loves here, not going to that exit meeting? I mean, what do they think when
now they think he's a brat. Now they think
but
he's
what do you think when they see Derrick Rose go AWOL for a night and the team doesn't even do anything to it?
Are players looking at it that closely, or are they just seeing, look, if the money's there and they have a chance to win, now you bring in the celebrity factor? I think the celebrity factor is a big part of it.
It's a big part of it.
Do you really think you're going to sell a franchise? The Knicks tried to do that with LeBron. They had celebrities doing pitches to get him here.
So
it didn't help him at all. But even going beyond that, it's not working. It's always in constant flux, too much change.
All right, well, yet another time talking about the Knicks and still no idea what's going on.